society today has labeled certain people. Actually, since psychology has come along, there's been all these crazy freaking labels and trying to get into people's heads and saying you're this and you're that. And I could rant and rave because I've taken all those personality tests and skills tests and various stuff like that. And after the first one, somebody handed me, "Here, Dale, do this test." Okay. But see, then I'd already taken the test. I knew what the test was about. And I started playing with their test. Well, no. You need to answer this way and you need to answer that way. Why? Why? If I'm thinking and I know what you're trying to communicate, then I can apply my ability to communicate and give you responses so that you can't fit me into this narrow little wedge, so you can put a peg on me and say you belong in this job or you belong in that social strata. It's nothing new. There's all these different societies with their social set stratas and social cues. The military is full of social strata and social cues and what's expected of you. So are other societies. It's called prejudice. If you think this way, you belong here and we expect that. If you're this type of a person, and they did it with religion too. That's a really bad one. Well, if you're Catholic, if you're Lutheran, if you're Jewish, it's the same type of stuff, but they're hiding it behind psychology and science, because it actually does have a real physical effect. I mean, if you treat a child that way, they're going to respond a certain way. If you treat an adult that way, they'll do the same stuff, except they're bigger and they're stronger and they might tell you where to put it. Personally, that's my take on autism. And parents who love and care for their children, they say, "Hey, my child was all of this and all of a sudden something happened." Yeah, our environment happened. It's not the parents' fault. Our environment happened. It affected the children. And it affects certain types of children a certain way. That's my take on autism. I'm not a scientist and I'm not a doctor. I'm just someone who's experienced some stuff. But parents, you ought to take it to heart. Yes, change your diet. Good diet is good. It helps children deal with life. But our society has changed and there's different expectations. And if you don't fit into the expectations, like everybody knows who suffers prejudice, you're going to get beat on the head. And they may or may not listen to you communicate, and they may or may not label you. It's prejudice. It's a form of prejudice. That's my perspective.